5.4 is upon us. It is here. Finally. This has been one of the most agonizing waits because like the update is small enough to where it doesn't take as long because it's 9 p.m. right now Eastern time for me. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. This is about 4 hours after it went down, right? That's how long it took. You know, it's one of the shorter ones because usually they're not up until like 11 to 12, but that's because there's honestly not really much to cover right off the bat. So we have this event, or well, obviously we have wishes. So we have the new character, Mizuki. I don't know what she does at all. We'll get into and siege reruns, but we'll get into trial runs in a minute. And then of course the Zhongling rerun that we all needed, of course, because nobody has Zhongling in this game. You know, we have that. We have is it this button? It is. We have this event, which is just like, yeah, I guess you just go and talk to people across the map. And then obviously test runs. And then the Mizuki story quest. So that's interesting. And I did open the map and notice there's this new thing which shows you your tribal chronicle, which I haven't done. So that's interesting. And then we have, you know, these guys around here who do for that one event, right? And there's only a couple right now. I believe that's Zhongli, Yunjin, Diona. I don't think there's anybody else currently. And I don't know if they release like daily or if as you do them more come out, but you know, there's nothing extremely
for words of comfort or encouragement.
There's nothing extremely interesting in this update. Except for like Mizuki. And obviously this begins the 20-day countdown for Farina rerun, which is what we want for this account. But we're going to start this off by doing some test runs, because I'm actually curious about what Mizuki actually even does, because I genuinely have no idea. I did not know that this character existed. Like, I knew she was going to come out, and I know she's going to be a standard banner character, I'm pretty sure, but I just like didn't look any further into it because I don't really care. Farina's coming out, so that's what I'm pulling for. Oh, healing. Okay. So it deal AoE damage or grant healing based on the current HP. So maybe it's like if you're under half, you get healed, and if you're over half, you get the damage. That's weird though. Why wouldn't they just make it so you can choose between which one you get, right? Like maybe you hold her burst button down and then you can get the healing version. Interesting. What team do we have? Aron, Lynette. Lynette is interesting. Barbara. I don't know exactly what kind of thing they want us to go with, you know?
Cue the spotlight.
Time to say hello.
Time to relax.
Okay, you can do. What the hell? She just kind of floats around. Is she like a wanderer?
Taechan, let's go.
I mean,
Go! You're free now! Be free!
Over here. Yummy. Zip on up.
I did not need to do that. I went to like, she's kind of just like a budget wanderer who can only float, you know? Like, you can't go up or down with her. You can only float straight forward. That's weird, isn't it?
Time to say hello.
Surprise. Cue the spotlight.
And then her burst is one big thing of damage. And then you get the dude to follow you around.
Time to relax.
This, it's like an auto. This is very easy. You know, if you want easy, definitely get this character.
Farewell.
Yummy. Over here.
Like, are you kidding me? You just kind of
To the wind.
press her skill and then you can just kind of float around. That's so weird. Like, it's like almost Wanderer, but not Wanderer at all. Like, for sure, if she can go over edges, or if she can go over gaps, you know, if you use this and then she stays at the current height and can float over gaps in the floor, you know, like that, And if she can stay floating, that would be interesting. That'd make her good for exploration in some cases. Like, yeah, see if you can like do that. That seems like she'll be pretty good for exploration then, especially if you can go from that right into gliding. But this character seems really weird. I mean, I suppose you can just kind of, well, you can't glide in this area, can you? I don't know. It's like, oh, you know what? Let's look at this. Iridescent Venom, of course, Animo. Why the hell not? Signature weapon gives EM. This fucking weapon would be really good for, like, what's that little sucrose? This weapon would be pretty solid for sucrose, I imagine. Like, it just gives you a bunch of EM when stuff happens. Like when you trigger swirl, it increases. When you hit an elemental skill, it increases, and when a burst hits, it increases. So if you like get all of these, you know, use skill burst or burst skill right at the same time, you get some crazy buffs. You'll get 120 plus another, like 96 and 32 is what, 120 something. That's like almost 250 more. That's like 250 more EM from just that. That gives you 500 EM. I wonder what I'm gonna assume it's gonna be skill burst for her, like level up order. I don't see it being anything else. Increase this. Okay. Might honestly, you know, obviously take this with a grain of salt. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm very bad at reading stuff like this. Okay, so if you're in her skill, you pick up distance of her burst things is farther. Increase swirl damage that nearby party members deal. Honestly, this seems really good for like Wander, I'd assume, or like really any anima DPS. You just increase swirl damage, right? Of course, if the DPSs do that, like I don't know if Zhao or Wander relies on swirl to do damage. I don't know. This just seems like a really, God, I want Aurora. Anyway, it just seems like a really A character. I mean, she is definitely a character. I wouldn't pull for her, like, period. I don't think I'm crazy interested in her kit. From what I can see, obviously I'd have to, you know, I'm not very good at understanding kits, so of course don't listen to me for actual advice. That's just what I assume is happening. And I know Siege Moon has been out for a while, and I'm pretty sure I kind of understand what Siege Moon does.
As you wish, me.
Witness the power of Gua. Huh?
Dead reckoning.
Does Terminator even do off-field stuff? I don't think so.
Floaty floaty.
Oh,
He might be.
and then she does this, right? Yeah, this is like budget nooblet.
Midnight phantasmal. Commencing cleanup. Getting gear. Frost is coming.
I'd actually realize I don't know Shincho's.
Rain outlines your fate. Calm down. Yeah. Just I swear. It's
I don't know, or I don't know what Fremine actually does.
As you wish, me. Getting gear. Dead reckoning. Pair.
Witness the power of
What the-
Gua. Don't be nervous. Just relax.
I assume she's a healer too, considering her, you know. I assume she heals in some way, shape, or form, considering if she doesn't, I'd be surprised. Hydro damage based on max HP. When it bounces, it will restore HP to all nearby party members except Siegewin herself. Yeah. It can bounce, so I assume you can like kind of just. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Okay. That makes sense. And it looks like Bond of Life stuff applies to her as well. And I know Aqua Simulacra is actually pretty solid. Like you can use that on her and she can do some stuff. I don't know. Seems interesting. I do wonder. Well, this. Honestly, I'm gonna take a look at this right now. We're gonna go talk to one of these people. We're just gonna go talk to Diana, just because Diana is. Oh my God, she's all the way over there. Well, whatever. We're gonna go talk to Diana purely because Diana is the one I'm least interested in. So I'll do that one in the video in case I want to save the other ones for myself. Like, I'm actually super curious what these anecdotes mean. I'm assuming they're just going to be quick little stories, but they might not be. Hopefully they don't take too long because I will be bored. There we go. Pew pew. Hunting alone. Hunters of the Kotzlin bloodline return successful even when they go solo. When it's shouting pew pew scare off the animals. No way, can't you see my arrows fly faster than the sound of my voice? Oh, so the pew pew is for cutesy dramatic effect. Hey, cut that out. I can hear you, you know. I don't know how to say that. It's like Kutz. It's probably Kutzlin. Probably taken from German, right? Underestimate the Kutzlin ears. Whatever. I'm not going to argue with you. Here, have some meat. I cost more than I need, and I'd have shared it with everyone anyway if I run it back. Thanks. You best remember, I vote for me for if the town ever chooses a champion. Oh. There's Razor. You know, there's not actually basic wolf enemies in this game. There's only the freaking rift hounds or whatever they're called. Is that it? Yeah, that counted as one. Okay, so you just kind of go and talk to people, I think. Okay, well, that's not the most interesting thing. I guess it's just something that, I mean, to be fair, that is honestly something that I want from this game, is the ability to just kind of find characters in the world and talk to them. Like, my greatest example of this, I say this every time I use this conversation, I bring this point up. Well, like, if I could walk into the Knights of Favonius and just see Jean or Lisa or like Kaya and stuff, I think it'd make the game feel so much more alive. And I think it helped to make the characters in the game feel like they actually exist in the game world outside of how you, the player, use them when you interact, right? I just feel like it would insanely help the storytelling aspect of the game. And also thumbnails would be awesome because you could put people in the same, you know. But I mean, that's 5.4. It's nothing crazy. I'm assuming I think we're getting a combat event later down the line, and I think another event is happening, unless that event I'm thinking of is this event, then I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure we're getting a combat event somewhere down the line. I think they're going to test out some new game mode that's happening. At least that's what I heard. I was hanging out in a Soluna live stream before this, because he does waiting room live streams, so you can just hang out. I was in there. I don't know. This is definitely like an in-between update, which I think is all for. Like, we got in the last patch, we got, you know, so many characters that just came out that like are actually, you know, a lot of people built. You know, like your Shalonen, Ororon, Sitlali, Mavlika, Lanyan are all like pretty damn good characters. I think Mavlika is the weakest of these. Maybe Mavlika or Ororon. I think Mavlika would be stronger than Ororon, but I think Ororon would have more use cases. But like a lot of people built all these characters, and it's all happened in really quick succession. So, and the more we go on, the longer the list gets. And she seems honestly kind of fun. Like, I think she'd be a fun character to have if Wanderer didn't exist. But she seems just like Wanderer in the way you would play her if you played her on field. And she might be better for support stuff, obviously. I have no idea. But considering, I mean, she does heal, so she's probably more of a support focused character. But I feel like you could on field her just like you could Wanderer, which means C6 Farazan and whatever else you use. I don't know how you build Wanderer. I don't have Wanderer. But anyway, I'm gonna wrap this up here because I'm fucking tired. I stayed up later than I have been recently because, you know, the update happened, and I was, you know, I might as well wait for it. It's very rare that, well, it's not rare, but these days don't happen all the time, so I like to try to wait for them. I mean, I'm looking forward to having a chill update. You know, start T-minus 20 days until Farina rerun, and that's really what we need. Weekly recap I've been farming with. I'll give you an update right now. We have drop down here a little bit. We are halfway through the hydrotopa farming in 2 days. It's not bad. And then I need to get to farming some other stuff too. I need to pick up the lake light lilies that I need and all that jazz, but that can be done later. I don't know if I'll record that, or maybe that could be a stream, a chill gathering stream, you know. Anyway, that is 5.4, at least like hour 1 that it's out. You know, more stuff to come, obviously, in this version, this update. I think this is, you know, I think this will be fun. I think this event will be nice for the story of the characters. I don't know if it has voice acting, because I don't know if Diona's, you know, affected by the voice actor problems that are happening, or if there's just no voice acting. You know, so I think this will be fun. This goes the entire time, so that takes a while. This I might do ahead of time, one for the free rewards, but also for because I really need to get back on the character story grind. But anyway, that's a topic for another time. This has been Ooh Yeah Baby 5.4 baby. Let's go. That is how I name all these update videos. I find it funny. That is all. I'll catch you next time, and by next time I mean Friday, for a weekly recap. Once again, it is Farina farming, so this is actually the team I've been using for Farina farming, so sneak peek on that as well. I just was too lazy to switch, and it's not like I was gonna do anything crazy that needed a different team, right? But anyway, I need to shut up and stop talking. Anyway, I will see you Friday for weekly recap, which I plan on editing a little different and like structuring a little different, and hopefully it's good that way. I don't know yet. I haven't figured it out. But yeah, that's this. See you then. Goodbye. Have a good 5.4, like everybody else.